great pleasure to welcome all of you to campus this evening for what I am told is the first installment of what will hopefully be a long series of NGO Pathways events. Our program this evening is Indigenous Peoples and the United Nations, which Fairleigh Dickinson University is pleased to co-sponsor with our friends at the NGO Committee on the United Nations International Decade of the World's Indigenous Peoples. That's a mouthful. I'm pleased to say that FDU is a member of that committee, and that two of our representatives are here today, Dr. Joanne Murphy and Professor Delia Kanicki. Co-sponsoring our event this evening also is the Secretariat of the Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues at the United Nations, and of course ourselves, the Office of Global Learning at FDU. Well, without further ado, I'd like to turn to our program. We are very, very grateful and honored today to have with us Chief Dwayne Perry of the Ramapo Indian Nation. The Ramapo people have been friends of FDU for many, many years, and I recently came across some photographs of FDU founder Peter Sammartino and members of your community that goes back at least 30 years, possibly even longer. Chief Perry is here to offer a traditional welcome. I think without further ado an introduction, I'd like to call you up to the microphone.
Wanabaju, Kiki ai, Benmi Baku Makwa, Netelamapo, Wabashishio Dui Demi Wad, Munsi. I'm Chief Perry of the Ramapo Lenape people. We're Munsi people. Our original, I would just like to give you a little idea of the area we're talking about. Historically, our people, the lands of the Munsi was from north of the Raritan River to the lands of the Iroquois and the Seneca, west from eastern Pennsylvania to western Connecticut. Today we reside in a small tribal area, basically in the communities of Morwell and Ringwood, and Hillburn, in addition to the Waiwayanda band that stretches about 75 miles along the original Waiwayanda Trail through New York, essentially from Warwick, New York to around Liberty. What we're doing today, some of you might find interesting, is we're in the process of putting together a Native American Institute that essentially is going to be partnering with some of our relatives, both in India and Africa, and on this continent, to start to archive and teach traditional homeopathic medicine. I don't know if you're aware of it, but that type of understanding of the earth is being lost at a pretty rapid rate. So if any of you are interested in that venture, we encourage you to make contact with our office and join us. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Floyd Littleson, who's going to give you a traditional Lenape welcome. And essentially what we do with our guests is we sing to them and then enjoy their company and the blessings. So Littleson, if you will,
please. Elios Nuego, Anandawagani. I'm Little Son of Ramapo Lenape Nation, band chief of the Waiwayanda band of Ramapo Lenape, and I am the drum keeper of the Spirit of the Mountain Drum Singers. The song I'm going to sing was composed by one of our Ramapo members. His name was Listening Bear, and he is of the Deer Clan Ramapo. It's our welcoming song, and we say, Patamose Anishik. Thank you, Creator. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Patamose Anishe, way yo, 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 way yo. Patamwase anishik away oh hey. Patamwase anishik away oh hey oh. Way oh way oh yo way oh yo way oh hey oh. Way oh way oh yo way oh yo way oh hey oh. Way oh yo way oh yo way oh hey oh. Way oh yo way oh yo way oh hey oh. Patamwase anishik away oh hey oh. Patamwase anishik away oh hey oh. Way oh way oh way oh way oh hey oh. Way oh way oh way oh hey oh. Patamwase anishik away oh hey oh. Patamwase anishik away oh hey oh.
Thank you so much. Next, I'd like to call up to the microphone the chairperson of the NGO Committee on the United Nations International Decade of the World's Indigenous Peoples, Mr. Roberto Barrera.
Takahi Waitiao, Daka Mukaro, Boriken Taino Daka, Ia Daikala Koai. Greetings, relatives. I just wanted to follow suit and begin my communication with you this evening in our native language. It's important that we emphasize, as the Ramapo relatives have just done, the importance of native languages. For native peoples, these languages hold communication from what the elders say, time beginning. In an age of globalization, when so many people are losing their languages, it's no wonder why so many native peoples are trying so hard to keep what little they have left. And in some cases, some people's trying to rebuild their languages. So I just wanted to greet you in my language and say how happy it is that I'm here. Also letting you know who I am as far as my name and my people, Taino people from the island of Boriken. The Taino are the indigenous peoples of the Caribbean island region, once extending throughout the Greater Antilles and even to the southern coast of Florida in the USA. Today, you'll find our peoples still throughout the Caribbean, and also many of us in the diaspora, because of, as we know, what happened 500 years ago. We don't have to go into that, but we know the wheels that were set in motion, and that's going to be connected to what we're speaking about this evening, which we'll get into. Indigenous peoples in the United Nations. It has to do with rights. It has to do with dignity and continuance and the importance of tradition and why we're here. So I'm very honored and happy to be here. Thank you to all those at FDU who really took a step forward to have this and bring this discussion to you. We hope that after we show this short film, Indigenous Peoples in the United Nations, Volume 1, we'll be inviting a good friend and colleague from the United Nations to come up and answer some questions that you might have, and hopefully engage in some dialogue. And we'll take it from there. So I think we'll start the film presently, and after this film,